Guys, and welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Leann, and for those of you who aren't new, welcome back, guys. So if you're not already subscribed, guys, please go ahead and do so. Click the subscribe button, and if you want to be notified every time I do an upload, go ahead and click the little bell next to the subscribe button so you'll be notified every time I do an upload. Today's video, guys, is gonna be my birth story. If you do want to see my labor and delivery vlog, I do have it live on my channel. I'm gonna leave it up here and down in the description box so you guys can check out. But I also wanted to come back and give a little more details on actually my experience with giving birth to my baby girl. She's 1 month old already, so I wanted to go ahead and do this video just so it could be helpful to anybody else out there who's never been who's a first time mom like myself. I never had a child before, so this was my first experience, and it is a positive one, guys, so I'm glad that it was, and I just wanted to share the information with you guys. So on my experience, now this is my experience, and I know everybody's body different and everybody pain tolerance different, so just take heed to that. So anyways, so I have my notes here as well. I write down so I don't forget anything since it's been like a month. I did write it in before, as soon as I was able to do so I don't forget anything. So yeah, let's get right into this video. Oh, and Miss Delina is here with us because, you know, she like to be mommy hands. I ain't trying to spoil her, no, guys, but I just have her here because she just eat. So we'll see if she fall asleep while I doing this video. So yeah, so what happened was I was 35 weeks. On March 31st, I did 2 videos for YouTube. Them 2 videos you see me with the huge haul and what's in my baby bag. I had to do them 2 videos on March 31st. So I was feeling good that day, and I was feeling like the Braxton Hicks, the contractions, but it wasn't nothing bad or painful. But I was feeling like I thought it was Braxton Hicks, but it come like I was probably dilating and didn't know. So when I do the second video, the haul, I feel tired, so I was like, well, I need to ease up and just take a rest and just sit down. So I went to sit down, and I just take a rest from there, and then I went and pin up my hair and I went to sleep. So then like 5 o'clock in the morning I get up and I feel like I had to pee, so I went to go pee, and I pee and everything, and then I went back to bed, and like 5 minutes later I feel like I was peeing again, but I was like, I ain't controlling this. I was like, oh shit, so I ease up because I was laying on my side, so I ease up off the bed, and I was like, babe, I think I peed myself, and I was like, no, this ain't my pee, this my water bar break. So I get up off the bed, and then I went on the rug, and then I went over into the bathroom because I have tile, because I didn't want the water to drop all on the rug and stuff. So I went over in the bathroom and I stand there for a while and just leave the water come down. So I looked down to make sure it had no like blood or anything, but it was just all clear water, and I was just squishing down. It's okay, mama. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, and I was just gushing that. Okay. She don't have grapes, guys. So her little belly will be hurting her sometimes. Uh-oh, spit up. And mommy chest. And mommy chest. You good? You good? You good? You feel better? You feel better? She said, yeah. I feel better, mama. I feel better, mommy. Yeah? You feel better? You feel better? Anyways, I know nothing went wrong, but I was just kind of worried because I was 35 weeks. I had just made 35 weeks that day. And I was like, oh gosh, she pre-told me in time. I started to kind of freak out, and I was like get ready to cry, and my husband like, babe, don't do that, just be calm and let's go. So I then went in the shower and I do a little wash off because I know the water would keep coming until I give birth. I do a little wash off, I changed my underwear and everything, and then I put on a pad just so it could absorb some of the water, because most of it had come out but it was just still trickling. And then I started to get my bag. Thank God I do that what's in my hospital bag video the day before. My bag would unpack, so God to work in mysterious ways. God to work. And I do that video. So I had my backpack and everything. I had a whole backpack. I got some clothes for David to put in the bag, and I threw some in there. And then we just basically allow the dogs to go use the bathroom, and then I grab a towel so I could sit on in the Jeep while we drive up. And then we were through the door. Yeah, so after we leave the house, I went over to my sister's house. She lived like 5 minutes from me. It's okay, Mama. It's okay. I call my mom to wake up because she there with my sister. And I tell her I just got my water break and I'm going up to the hospital. I'm going into labor. Hi. Hey. Hey, Mama. Yeah, so I'd say I'm gonna bring the keys so my sister could go feed the dogs later and because we're gonna serve it for like probably a day or two, so she could go feed the dog then while we got. So we drive over and we drop the keys and then we head up to the hospital. So this was like 5 o'clock in the morning. We leave the house like 5:20 or so. We reach the hospital up in Orlando like 6 o'clock. I was in triage at 6. So I went in triage. They hooked me up to the monitors and everything. And then they checked me. And the nurse come in and checked me and she was like, "Oh my God, you like 5 to 6 centimeters dilated." I was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh my God, for real?" She's like, "Yeah, you're gonna have a baby today." I'm like, "What?" I was like, "No." Like I wasn't like no, but I was like, "Oh my God, I hope everything okay," because I know she's 35 weeks and I was like, I wonder if she's gonna have to go in the NICU. And I was scared that she would have had to go in the NICU because she would have been early, but everything worked out fine. So yeah, they roll me up. They keep me down there for a little while. I changed into the gong and everything down there, and then we went upstairs. They rolled me upstairs into the labor and delivery room. And then they hooked me up to my IV. And then she asked me, "Do you want anything?" I couldn't eat nothing by then because I would done hook up and everything. I would done the labor process. So I couldn't eat anything. I'm like, "Yeah, I want some." So I had popsicle. Like, I don't know what it was, but I had like grape. Sometime I had like grape. So I had a grape popsicle. My girl watching me in my face like, she listening to the story too, you know. This is your story, girl. Look at that. She smile. Yeah, this is your story. Yeah, so I had a grape popsicle and I had ice chips. Them ice chips were the best. Like, I don't know, them two. I just eating out of ice chips. I want ice chips all the time. So I had my ice chips. She hooked me up to the IV. And we were up there. Then David went out to the car. He went for the bags. And you know, this whole corona thing going on. So we had to get checked, our temperature check and everything before we come into the hospital. And so I was kind of skeptical. Like, they wouldn't let him back in, but they didn't let him go to the car. So he couldn't go and come back. But he could have go to the car to get the bags and stuff. So he went to get the bags. And I was just there, hooked up to the IV and just in the bed, just waiting. By this time, my contractions, I was having contractions on the way up, but it wasn't nothing serious. Like, I could have bear them. I could have talked to them. All the time I lay down in the bed now, I having contractions, and they coming and going. They were about like 2 minutes apart or so. But it wasn't like painful. And a pain level from 1 to 10, they were like at 3 for a long time. And I was done 5 to 6 centimeters dilated. So I was like, okay, when the pain will start? I was like, when the pain will start? And like, so I was just waiting for that sharp pain to come. My labor and delivery, you know, she was so nice. Like, she was awesome. Like, she did a really good job. And I was happy to have her. I don't remember her name though, but she was really nice. Like, I had a great labor and delivery nurse. You gonna sleep, Mama? Sound like you going to sleep there. Yeah. One day they came back. We was just there waiting for me to dilate. So the midwife came up and she was like, this was like had to be around 8. She came up. She probably came up with me around 7 and then she told me they would give me Pitocin to speed up my contractions or whatever. So I was kind of scared because I know Pitocin is going to make it come quicker, make everything go faster and quicker. So I was like, wow, this pain will come quick, man. And then the nurse asked me if I want to do pain, what kind of pain management I want to do. And I was like, I guess I could do the IV drip and then if anything the epidural. So I was just scared of epidural from the get-go. I was like, I don't want nothing in my back. Like, I was more scared than getting epidural than the contractions. So I was like, that's the last thing I'm gonna do. Like, it have to be like the last resort for me to get at it. So she's like, okay, we could we could do that, and then she just have it on hold or whatever. So that was the plan for the labor and delivery. That was the plan, to get an epidural. Once I can't stand it, I could get any time throughout the labor and delivery process. That's how the hospital is. So the nurse went and she bring the machine to pump in the Pitocin into my IV. And after that, she told me it's gonna burn a little bit. Some people say it'll be hot and then it'll burn. And I did feel it burn, so she get two ice packs for me to pull, and where the IV was on my hand, because I could feel it going through my veins. Like, it was like a little burn, and I was like, oh shit. Yeah, so I get a Pitocin like around 8 or so. And by this time, contraction was still up in level 3. Like, I ain't feeling. Hey, mama! Hey, mama! Hey, mama! You're smiling! Esto. Lay down, mommy. You want to lay down? No? Yeah, so she gave me the Pitocin and it started to drip and everything. And this was like around 8, like I say, and I was just waiting for that pain. Like, I was just waiting for that pain to get bad, but it was still on a level 3. The contractions, it wasn't like a painful feeling to me. Like, it was just sucking, like squeezing. It wasn't even like period cramps. I had worse period cramps than that. It was just like a squeeze for a little while. It was like kind of uncomfortable. It was like, how can I explain it? It's like when you get, I don't want to say, like when you get gas in your stomach and you get that kind of pain, like, even like that. I can't even explain it. I don't know. I can't explain it, but it's just like a squeeze. Like your uterus ain't even down in your vajayjay. It's like right by your navel, below your navel. And it was just squeezing. It was more like a, wow. What happened? You hungry? You want to rest your papa? But I just feed you. You ain't hungry. Let me hold you up here. You not sleeping or no? You not sleeping, mama? Okay, yes, I just want to pull her down in her swing. So yeah, like I was saying, I could see her from here, so she gonna fall asleep. Cause she done it and everything, she's just a little fussy. I get a Pitocin. That's why I think I leave off with a Pitocin. My pain level, it was still at 3. It was like to explain it, it's like a squeezing, like a squeeze. It's not painful, but it's just uncomfortable. It was the contractions. So it was squeeze, and then a release, and then give me a moment. So that's how I was experiencing, like a squeeze and release, squeeze, release. Some of them I could have just talked you, and then some of them were like a more like a cramp, but not like a painful cramp, just like a uncomfortable cramp. Well, it wasn't anything that I couldn't breathe through or whatever. So, and I did have affirmations in my head that I had already write down and say I'm going to recite once we're going through the contractions. Like, I look at them like a wave. I going through, like, this is going to get me closer to see my baby. Different affirmations I had written down before I even went into labor, because I did do my research before just to try to get a better understanding of how it will feel. But everybody different. Everybody will have a different experience. So yeah, I hope this thing's so low. Hold on. Yeah, what the color thing? The swing. I thought the music was too loud. Might be in the video. Yeah, so everybody pain level different. Everybody will have a different experience, but I still wanted to get an idea of what to expect, you know. So I used to be on YouTube and I used to look up different how to deal with contractions, how to deal with, you know, going through them, and you know, different things to say. And that's how I just compiled all my information, and I learned to do affirmations, and I learned about hypnobirthing and stuff like that. I had all my hypnobirthing playlist on my phone and everything, but I didn't need it. Like, I didn't feel like the contractions they were bearable for me. Okay, so now let's say I got it Pitocin about 8, 9, 10, 2 hours pass, and like probably like around after 10 I start to feel like she said once I start to feel like I want to poop, that's when I done that. Like I'm gonna feel like I want to push, like I'm gonna feel like I want to take a, you know, shit. So I was like, I started to feel like I want to take a poop. Like, she like, already? Like, you said, she like, you sure? She like, I like, yeah. So at that time I would kind of turn on the side on the bed and I was holding to the railing, but it wasn't bad. So I was like, yeah, that's how I'm feeling. And then she was like, already? So she said, okay, I want to check you. Because they don't like to check you often because you could catch infection and stuff like that. So they don't really like to check you that often. So I had get checked once already downstairs in triage. So this would have been my second check. So she said, okay, I'm going to check you. And then I was still tucked to the side and I was like, oh my God. Like, it started to be like, I couldn't control my body. So it started to feel like I had to push. So she come and she checked me. So I turned on my back and then she checked her and she was like, oh my God, I don't feel anything there. Like, and I could have feel like, when she was up there, I could have feel like, ain't had nothing there for real. Like, I was like, wait, I feel like I'm empty. Like, what going on there? Like I tunnel. Like, I could have feel like, it ain't had nothing there. Like, where her hand was, I could have feel. So she like, let me go get the other nurse to verify and make sure. So she went and bring in another lady and she checked me too and she like, yeah, she ready. And I was like, oh my God, I feel like I got pushed, But it wasn't me, like, I couldn't control it, like, I couldn't hold it back. She like, don't push, I'm gonna try to hold it back. And then my body was just like, okay, like, we gotta go, it's time to get this baby up. That's what my body was getting at. So like, she went and she get a midwife, they called a midwife. And then she come up and they get everything ready for me to start pushing. And then they get the stirrup, they pull up the stirrup so I could pull my one leg. So I was turn on the side and I had my right leg up in the stirrup and the side. So I don't have to, so I don't push her baby. But I was just trying to control not to push. I was like, oh God, I can't control this. And then it was like, it started to get crazy, but it still wasn't painful. But the contraction was like, I don't know, it was like a hurricane coming through. Like, my body ain't gonna control over itself. My body doing what it want. I couldn't control it. And so they get ready and everything. And then she was like, you don't have to push, you don't have to start push. So she turned me over once everything was ready, the bed, they took apart the bed and everything. And David was there. He asked me if they could videotape, but we couldn't videotape me pushing on the baby or whatever. So he had to hold my leg, okay? So she put my leg up. David had this leg, the nurse had this leg, and then the midwife were in front. So before all of that, it was like a tornado coming through. I had to hold it. That's when I really had to hold onto the bed and hold David's hand because I couldn't control my body. And then, but it still wasn't painful. Like, it wasn't painful, it was just an uncontrollable feeling. So then she's like, I'm gonna let you do 2 practice pushes. So I do some practice push and I was pushing because I didn't know how to push, or but she guided me. That's one thing I was gonna say. They were a real dream team. Like, they were like, yeah, go girl. So they were pushing, I was pushing now. And then she was like, what you gonna do is hold your breath. When you push in, you're gonna hold that breath in, and then when you're ready, just let it out. Hold one in and then let it out. So they were counting while I was letting it out. So first I started doing it, and then I would hold my breath like, and then I was pushing, bearing down with my chin and my chest, and bearing down behind my foot, and I had to hold the back of my leg up as well. So I was bearing down, but then I was kind of letting out the air. So every time I let out the air, they were seeing her come in. They could have seen her head, but every time I let it out, she would go back up. So she's like, no, Leann, no, wait. When you push in, hold the air in and then let it out and then do it again and then push. So then I was like, okay, I get you. So I started doing it like that again. And then they were seeing her coming out like, yeah. David was like, yeah, Leann, go. I like, wait, I can see her for real. But I couldn't feel her like coming out. So I probably pushed her like for like, probably 5 minutes I pushed. Like, yeah, probably like 5 to 10 minutes because after I push, you have to push on every contraction. So like my contraction was like minutes apart. So I will push and then I will stop. We'll take a rest. And then they'll say, let us know when another one come in. So like when I feel another one come in, I'm like, okay, let me go. I will talk. I wasn't in no kind of pain after when the contraction subside. I wasn't in no kind of pain. It's just when they would come in and they would tell me the contraction was making me push. So I was like, okay, another one coming. So we bear down again and I inhale and then I exhale and push. Inhale, exhale, push. And like in 5 minutes she was here. I actually feel when her head come out, it wasn't, I didn't have a ring of fire either. It didn't burn or anything, but I did get tear. So I actually felt when her head come out. And then she like, okay, well, this last push she gonna be out. And then I inhale and then I push again. And then I feel when her 2 shoulders then pop out. I feel when her 2 shoulders then pop out. So all this time, guys, I didn't need no epidural or anything. Like, I didn't need no kind of pain medicine. Because I didn't feel like, I didn't need it. So I was happy because I was too terrified to get a needle in my back. I was like, I don't want a needle. I pray to God I don't have to have a needle. So thank God I had a wonderful birth experience. Yeah, so she came out and I heard her started crying. All this time I pushing, my eyes closed and everything. They asked me if I want a mirror, but then I'm like, my eyes closed when I push in, so I don't really need the mirror. So David watched her come out and everything, and she was crying, and they put her on my chest, and I was like, oh my god. Like it was a surreal moment. She looked like a dolly, like her nails and everything. Her look like fake, like she looked like a real dolly. And then they took her over to the little station where they have them when they just born and clean her up and everything, take out all the mucus and everything. And while they were over there, the doctor working on me, she taking out the placenta. I just pushed out the placenta and everything. And then she stitched me up. She put on numbing cream, she numbed me, she stitched me up. I didn't feel anything, probably a little tug or so. And then that was it. Like, that was it. Like, I was like in shock. I was like, wow. They were like, wow. Like, I remember when the midwife come in, she had an epidural. She like, no. They're like, what? One of the people like bring her like naturally did watch me like, what? Yeah, so the midwife, they were shocked. Like, they were like, usually people will be screaming by now. Like, women are being here screaming by now. Yeah, so it was a beautiful experience. Like, to actually bring her into this world and feel her come into this world and see her for the first time. So they stitched me up and everything, and then the midwife leave, and then they came in to do whatever they do with the placenta and clean up and everything, and then they bring her back over to me. They had her in my gown, and she was just there. She wasn't crying or anything. She had the thing that upon the eyes and everything, and she was just chilling, and she looked like a real dolly. Like, she was like, she had looked so fake, but she was beautiful. So then, like, probably an hour or two later, I get up to go to the bathroom to pee and everything, and it did burn. The first pee afterwards did burn, and then the nurse came in with the squirt bottle with the water, and she squirted me and everything, and I was like, what? This is her job. Like, she scorched down there for me and everything, and she gave me the witch hazel, and then I put on my granny panties, the panties that they give and everything, and then I went back to the bed, and I still wanted some ice chips, so I had my ice chips. So all this happened. She born at 11:09 a.m. in the morning, so probably like around 12 or so, I started to get ready to go upstairs to the recovery room, and we went upstairs in our recovery room, and that's where we stayed for 2 days, because we went in the Wednesday and we came out the Friday. So we stayed there 2 days because she was 35 weeks, so she was kind of premature. I wanted to run tests and everything on her to make sure everything was good. So when we went upstairs, now they wanted to take her in to the nursery for like 4 hours. Now in my head, right, I'm thinking, wow, I hope nobody will steal my child, you know, but but they had the wristband and everything with GPS tracking and everything, and you couldn't go to the elevator. If you try to take any baby, you couldn't go to the elevator and try to go downstairs or anything, because it would beep and the elevator and thing won't work because of the tracking they had on the band and everything. So they had done explaining all of that to us downstairs and everything. And that stage just went through my head like, oh God, they made the best go. I had to see like they don't switch my baby or anything. All kind of thing just started running through my head, like, because I've been watching Lifetime and all them different stories. I say, you best go with her, you know, you best go with her. And then so they take her, and he went with her to the nursery, but the nursery wasn't that big. It was probably like 2 or 3 babies in there, and it was like a smaller room closing, so it wasn't anything big and it wasn't really scary. So she went to the nursery for about 4 hours, and I was there in recovery, and I had like lunch and stuff. And then the lactation specialist came in, and she talked to me about lactation, breastfeeding and stuff like that. And then she was like, we're gonna go over to breastfeed her in the next 30 minutes in the nursery. So after that, I went over there. I got a wheelchair over there, so I didn't have to walk. And I wasn't in any pain or anything. It was just sore. Down there was just sore because I had the stitches and everything, so it was just like sore. And I was on ibuprofen. I had my pain meds and everything on. So yeah, so we went over there to the nursery to nurse her, so she could learn to latch and everything. The lactation specialist, she was teaching me how to let her latch and how to like manually pump my breast. so the milk will come out. But as you know, your milk will come into like a couple days after, so what'll be there is colostrum. Yeah, so your milk will come in there, but just to get her the feeling of latching. So I went over there and we were practicing her latching and stuff, and then we gave her one of the bottles with the Similac formula because even though I want breastfeed for her, being that she was premature, I just want her to be fed and be able to, you know, plump up fast. So the milk, the Similac that she on the advanced, she was giving her advanced pro. So that one is for like premature babies to get them more calories and stuff like that. So after that day, David bottle fed her, which is in the vlog if you watch the vlog. So he bottle fed her, and then we went back over, and we stayed there, and then they brought her back. So what it was doing also is checking her sugar to make sure her sugar levels were good. So every couple hours they were coming in and they'll stick the bottom of her foot to take her blood sugar. And then with me, now let me backtrack a little bit. So after I gave birth and everything, they'll come and press down on your stomach to let all the liquid that's in there. So it'll kind of hurt. It does kind of hurt. So they pressed down on my stomach before I went up to return to recovery. So I could have feel the water, excess water and everything gush out. And then so when I went up there, they came in and they checked me and they pressed down my stomach again and everything. So all of this while I didn't bathe or anything yet. I bathed the next morning, the Thursday morning. So we get stuff to eat. They feed us dinner and they brought her back after the 4 hours, and she was all her testing and everything. They ran her. She was good. She was breathing on her own and everything. Everything was good for 35 weeks, baby. She do good. She didn't have to go to the NICU or anything. Praise God. Praise God. She didn't have to go to the NICU. They just monitored her and she was good. So she stayed there in the night with us, and we changed her diapers. We fed her, like she gave like around midnight the night to feed, and I feed her and everything Friday. And so they came in the Thursday, the pediatrician and everything, and they tell me they want to keep her monitoring her until Friday. So came in the Thursday and said we're gonna get released Friday morning. Friday morning came, the doctor came to see me. He checked me and released me first, and then the pediatrician came and checked her. But they wanted to do the blue ribbon test on her one more time to make sure everything was good. And so we had to wait on that. And then during this time, my pain, I didn't have no pain or anything. Everything was good. I was walking. I started to walk like the same day, like the Wednesday, the afternoon. I was walking around. Nurse came and bathed her early in the morning. No, she bathed her on a Thursday. She came in the Thursday morning and bathed her. Then Friday, she get changed and I dressed her to go home. So when they came and do the test for the, I forgot what they call the blue ribbon, the big ribbon, posted here someplace. They did that test. They went with her. They went with her the sticker. They take blood from her, and then we wait on the results, and everything came back good. So they discharged her. So what they wanted me to do was carry her to the pediatrician the Monday. So I had to find a pediatrician before I could get discharged, and I didn't really find one as yet. But they had some recommended to me, and I did find one in the area, and we also got it for Monday. So yeah, they discharged us and everything. Everybody was just so nice. The nurse them that came in during the night and stuff, they weren't coming. They were coming in back and forth, but it wasn't like to be. It was on a timely schedule, like every 5 o'clock in the morning they would come, and it don't be like one nurse. They had a heap of people coming back and forth, tracking back and forth. Yeah, so we got discharged Friday, and then we went home. So, and after that, she been gaining weight. She's 7 pounds 7 ounces now. She get her little cheeks now. She's sucking good and she latching good to the breast, and she's sucking and she likes to eat and she cooing and everything. So she's a healthy baby girl for 35 weeks, which I'm very shocked. She just shocked me. She's a fighter. Yeah, she's already a fighter. So I don't know. Another thing I could say is make sure you have a good birthing partner. Like David, he was there. Like he just been there from day one. I'm glad I married him, and I'm glad that he was there. He'd been a big help. Like I don't know what I would do if he wasn't here. Like it would have been rough. I mean rough, but thank God he here to take some of the load off. And he was just a great support. He's just a great support system. So I'm so blessed to have him in my life and be my baby daddy, hubby. Yeah. So make sure you have somebody in your corner who's gonna be there like 100%, because you're gonna need that person. Trust me, you're gonna need them for support. And that's my positive birth story. I hope you guys took away something from it. If you have any questions or anything, just please feel to leave them down below in the comment section. If this video also helped you, please give it a big thumbs up as well. And yeah, I just pray to God that you guys have, you know, positive birth stories like mine, and you don't be in too much pain or anything like that. So you guys stay blessed. Remember to keep washing your hands and sanitizing in this time. And one more thing I'd like to mention, like during this time I wasn't really scared like with the whole COVID-19 thing, because the hospital we went, it was just for women and babies. Like it was just women giving birth in there. It wasn't like, it's attached to the hospital itself, but this side was for women, and it didn't have a lot of people tracking back and forth. That's another thing that I like, that made me feel comfortable. It was just for people who was giving birth and everything. So that was another positive thing that made me feel comfortable even with this whole pandemic thing going on. So that's one thing I would say. When I was in there, I wasn't worried about no COVID-19 or anything like that. I was just enjoying the moment and living. It didn't feel like nothing was going on. Like, yeah, I just feel like we just came in here to give birth to a baby girl and we had nothing else to worry about. Yeah, so like I said, you guys stay blessed, be safe, stay sanitized, social distancing, everything you guys need to be doing to stay safe, keep your family safe. And I'm gonna see you guys in another video. Take care. Bye bye.